Hi, guys. I should be live. I'm going to jump into my secondary device, see where I'm at, see if I can find me. There I am. See how my sound is. I think sound is good. Sound is good. Hello, friends. Hello, replay watchers. You are who is with me right now. If you do not see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me. Give me just a minute to share myself into the necessary areas. And hi, Gina. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Lily. Hi, friends. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit late tonight and I feel like dizzy. So give me just a moment to settle into this lovely energy. Ooh. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that I feel a little bit like dizzy in my mind. Thank you. I was a little bit rushed getting here. I stopped to have dinner and that was a blessing. Thank you, Applebee's. It was bomb. Hello. And I waited to crack this bad boy until I was with everybody. I am broadcasting across Facebook and YouTube. So welcome, friends, no matter where you're finding me. It is the same format and criteria. I do have some links in your description box. Welcome, welcome. If you are new, welcome to me. My name is Heidi Corona. I'm a real person just like anybody else. And this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape. And sometimes we talk about sensitive things. Thank you. My mom got me this shirt for my birthday. Thank you. Because she knows I love animals, pets. And yeah, you feel dizzy too, Allison. That's crazy. I didn't earlier. In fact, I just felt a little bit sleepy, like tired because I ate and then I headed home. And now I feel a little bit dizzy. So I'm just going to settle into the energy. I am going to ask that you guys like and follow my page, share this video far and wide. Sharing is caring. That does help to spread the message. That helps spirit to draw more people in. And if you would like, I'm going to be doing free and paid readings on this broadcast. So that what that means is you pay for guaranteed. And there is a ticker across the bottom letting you know what the options are for the broadcast today. Yes, I'm rushing and everything else. You know what I mean? Isn't that just silly? Gemma, thank you. Let me go ahead and put you down on the guaranteed list. I've already got a list started, and I thank you for your donation for a guaranteed reading on this broadcast. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. So let me tell you guys what my guaranteed options are for tonight. Gina has dropped that in. Gina Wright is my moderator. She may be dropping in some helpful tidbits to help the broadcast flow more smoothly. If you're tuning in on YouTube, I do appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel and also smashing that thumbs up button. That does help me out. Now, the options that I have today are your $10, $20, and $30 options for a guaranteed reading on this broadcast. Otherwise, I will be reading as drawn by spirit in between for free, as at no particular order. My $10 option will be a $10 3-card snapshot for the week ahead. That is, the first card is you this week. The second card is others, their energies for the week ahead. And the third card is a tip to have a smoother week. So guidance. That would be you, others, a tip to have a smoother week. That is the only list that I have is the guaranteed. Otherwise, I will read as drawn by spirit. So feel free to drop your request in as often as you would like. Continue to tap the hearts. Tap the thumbs. So that $10 option would be a 3-card spread, like I said, snapshot for the week ahead. And the $20 option will be 7 cards for the chakras. Okay, the 7 in the chakra column. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you on YouTube. That's such a compliment. Appreciate it. First timer. Hey, thank you. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. And I do a lot of cool stuff on Facebook if you're on Facebook, but I understand some people are not. what did I say? My $20 spread is 7 cards for the chakras. That gives us a whole heck of a lot of information. You will see as that unfolds. If you are interested in a $30 clarity relationship clarity spread, that does dive into you and them in the head space, heart space, physically, spiritually, your intentions toward each other, and a final guidance card from my own oracle deck. So that would be a $30 option. So I have 10, 20, and $30 options for guaranteed, but I will be doing free readings as drawn by spirit in between the guaranteed list. I already have 2 on the list to get us started. The first will be Carol King with a $30 relationship clarity spread, and the second will be Gemma Ball with a $10 snapshot for the week ahead. You guys feel free to tune in and see how you like the vibes. Drop in your requests for a free reading. That's fine. If you want a general reading for free or a free card pull, that's fine. Just drop that in. If you have a specific question, drop that in too. That's just fine with me. I read as drawn by spirit, and I cannot guarantee how long I'll be on. Like I said, I feel kind of like funny, and I don't know why. So we will see what happens. I'm going to sip this. I'm going to vape this. I'm going to say hello to all you guys. I thank you for sharing. I thank you for sending those stars. Brenda Walker, I'm going to add you to my list here just to keep me on track. Brenda, I would love to give you a message as well. Thank you for those stars, Brenda. The stars do all add up, and they do help me out. So thank you for that. I'll drink the water. I just cracked this, girl. I barely sipped it. I've been drinking water all day. Adele knows where it's at. She's like, just vape, girl. Hope the vape is legal. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't do anything that's not legal. I got to say that. I'm a law-abiding citizen today. I'm the best version of myself today. So yeah, it's totally legal. Yeah, it's water. Absolutely. I choose not to drink because when I drink, I become somebody that I'm not proud of. So I just decide not to do that. In fact, it totally blocks me from spirit drinking alcohol. Like I black out and I'm not myself and I act all crazy. So I just don't do that at all. I'm much more myself and focused in readings and in the nature of spirit. When I can sip my water, when I can sip my favorite beverage, because this keeps my vibration higher, and when I have my vape handy, because that's just how it works for me. So I might close my eyes, move my hands around because I'm a little bit handsy, but I will talk you through exactly what I'm experiencing as spirit brings the messages through for you. Most likely I'll just talk. I do have the Wandering Star Tarot with me today. If you wanted to pick your tarot cards, that's fine with me. I do have the Light Seers Tarot also. So Carol King, you will be first. If you wanted to pick your cards, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll let spirit pick for me. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. Carol, you were on the button with that, you guys. I'm just getting over being sick. I had to cancel all this week's broadcast. Last weekend I canceled. I barely went live yesterday, and today is my first, like, boom, like here I am, I'm back. But I have like a bronchitis or something. I had to go to the urgent care and get antibiotics, and yeah, so I'm still on the mend with that. I've been drinking a lot of water, trying to eat real healthy. You know what I mean? That way I can feel better to be of service for you guys. I do want to say to you that I'm aligned with love and light and God. I'm a regular, real person just like anybody else. So spirit shows up no matter what, no matter if I'm sick, no matter if I vape or cuss, no matter what's going on with you, spirit always shows up for us no matter what. So thank you, God, for that. But I do want you to know that I am aligned with love and light and God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for showing up for me, for sharing this video, for liking and following my page and all the things. Carol King, I'm with you, honey. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Light Seers Tarot here for you, honey. Carol. Yeah, you're getting over being sick as well. I can see that. Ooh, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Hey, good to see you. Danielle, I appreciate you, sweetie. Thank you for the lovely suggestions. I do say nobody tells me what to do but God. No offense. No offense. I love you and I'm not being rude. I will only listen to a doctor's guidance if I fucking agree, all right? And if I want to. That's just real stuff. I'm sometimes I'm stubborn, hard-headed. Like I should have went to the doctor a long ass time ago. I know I probably shouldn't vape. That probably makes it worse, whatever. But hey, we're all human adult people, right? We are all human adult people and we don't always make the logical decision or the I don't know, whatever it is. Carol, I'm with you, honey. I'm clearing all this energy and I'm connecting with you, Carol. Your cards are ready. So I'm going to go ahead and deal them out and then I will let you know what's going on, Carol. All right. So let's get here. I'm not a Leo. I'm actually a Virgo. I'm a natal Virgo. But I have a lot of Pisces. I identify with Pisces as well. I think I'm just unique. Wow. Okay. So how I wanted to deal those. Yes. And I'm going to get you this final guidance card from my own oracle deck. Yeah, I know it, man. And I don't feel the greatest, and that's just weird. It's this one. How weird is this? Okay, Carol, let's get here. You ready? She's like, yes, I'm ready. Say something, Jesus. And here I am drinking water and vaping and shuffling and everything else. Thank you guys for being patient. I appreciate you. You know, I'm not feeling the 100% great, as you can tell. If you know me, you can tell. Like, come on, girl, where are you at? It'll happen. Spirit will jump in and help to invigorate my mood and my energy, my vibes. Carol, you in the headspace, girl. Page of Cups here. See me? I'm shaking. I don't feel so great. And that's not because of past loved ones. It's because I don't feel very good. All right. So, Carol, you in the headspace, Page of Cups here. This is new emotions kind of coming together. That love, that romance on the brain, maybe wanting to plan for that, feeling a little like giddy and schoolgirl in your headspace. That's what the Page of Cups speaks to as for me, is youthful love, kind of reinvigorating you, but it's not quite put together yet. So it might seem a little silly, or it might seem a little awkward, or it might seem a little, I don't know. I feel like immature, but in a flirty kind of way. And that is not a bad leg to stand on, I'll tell you, even though his legs are all flipped around. It means that things are still being put together, but it's a fun, lighthearted energy. Look very closely. You see those hands? Those hands are giving the world a heart just like this for you, is what I feel, Carol. Like that love that is just changing things. And it's okay to roll with the punches and to feel a little bit, I don't know, silly or goofy about it, because like, what the heck else are you doing, man? Who says you got to be so serious and button down all the time, right? So Spirit is saying, like, good for you. Be playful about that in your headspace, fantasize and enjoy and flirt around and feel confident with this, because you really do have it. Now, listen, I do want to say this: just because I'm tapping into that positive headspace of your own does not mean that that all of these cards mean that it addresses the two of you. Okay, because you do have different things going on in life. So we're getting insight into you and your person. I know you understand this, but just so we're all aware here. Your person's headspace, 10 of Swords. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda Walker. What a sweet word you said there. 10 of Swords here as your person. Your person is really turning away from other stuff, turning away from things that are not working for them any longer, okay? Really, back is turned. Ties are cut. I am not looking back anymore. The 10 of Swords is final endings, knowing that nothing can be done, okay, to resurrect whatever that was before, okay? So totally turning the chapter, turning the page to a new chapter, turning his back on things in life that, he doesn't want in his life any longer. So that's great in the mental way. Total disconnections. Mentally, I'm fucking done. That's what's up. It's over. I'm tired of that old stuff and I'm ready to look at something new, a new horizon on that card. Now, you in the heart space. Oh my God. I did not even see how these laid down, Carol. Holy smokes. I got to show you them both. You and your person in the heart space. I got chills on this. The King and Queen of Wands. Wow. You literally got the Queen of Wands in your heart space, and he got the King of Wands in his. That is a divine pair. That is a divine counterpart right there. These are two people who want to take action into their own hands and build and live a beautiful life together. That is what I see here. Fantastic. It's like, I do want to say something to you here. I love the frame of mind that you are in, this playful kind of flirty frame of mind here, because that is how your person sees you. Okay, with the Queen of Wands, this is an attractive chick. She's fun. She's bubbly. She's exciting. She just, makes me laugh. I want to be around her, right? I feel like as a woman, Carol, come on now, as a person, as a woman, we could have the tendency to be like, oh, I'm not as young as I used to be, or I'm not as funny as that person, or I don't dress like she does, or whatever, and comparing ourselves here, there, or the other way. Spirit is telling me right now that your person doesn't even see anyone else, not in that way. No freaking way. So don't you dare compare yourself to whomever you think is better than you, because in the eyes of that love, there is no comparison, none at all. You have it all going on, and you are exactly what you need to be to make that work. Okay. But you've got to continue to be it openly. Okay. Don't get to hide those parts of yourself that are great and wonderful to punish people for stepping out of line. I'll just say this: you get to be great and wonderful, and let him yearn to sit in that energy all the time. Okay, now in the physical sense, you, Five of Pentacles. All right, feeling kind of left out and unsupported. This could have to do with him, but I don't necessarily feel like it does. I feel like this is elsewhere in your life with other family members potentially who actually, honey, I feel like this is you riding solo on all your medical appointments. I'll just say that. But if that's how you choose to tackle that kind of stuff, like, that's up to you. But if you would like a companion for that, Spirit suggests that you open up to your, the person that you were inquiring about, at least not to accompany you, but to support you in conversation and communication in this area. That is one thing that's truly coming to me, is that you should not have to go and deal with all these facets of life by yourself. That there are others who could come along for the ride, and sometimes that stinks. Sometimes they don't know that they can help us, or they know, but they don't care. Their Spirit wants me to tell you that the more uncomfortable you feel in your current life circumstances, the better of a message that is for you, because it will get so uncomfortable right before you have this other option, this big giant change that you can make. Because, if you were incredibly happy in the scenario where you were, and then you had a whole nother happiness offered to you, it'd be really challenging to, like, kind of, hey guys, I know everything's great here, and it's really smooth, but I've got to go do my own thing. It'd be a little bit harder for you, right? You may disagree, girl, but Spirit is telling me right now it would be. So if things kind of fall apart to where you're like, F this company, you know what I mean? And everything else they have going on here, like, they don't respect me, they don't support me, it's just a bunch of nonsense, I don't want to be here anyway. What? There's an opening? I'm out of here, right? It's going to be that easy to just check out, because you don't even want back inside that door. They've burnt bridges with you in an emotional way, and it's okay to feel like that. That's what it is. You know what? You've wronged me, and I'll never trust you the same way. I know we still know each other. We're still family, maybe, but you don't show up for me in those ways, sweetheart. There's a definite imbalance in the way that you show up for others and the way that they show up for you. And you know this, and you see this, and yet you continue to reiterate and reinforce the same pattern. I'm not your mom. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm just simply giving you what Spirit is giving me. Point blank is that you continue to overgive, and they don't give back to you, but that's the nature of the pattern. And until you decide not to give, to withhold your own energy and say, you know what, deal with your shit yourself, bro, until you decide to hold on to your own energy and not give or overgive, then the cycle can be broken. But until then, I understand where you stand, Carol. You look around and go, oh no, that thing needs done. Nobody's done it, and I don't believe they're going to do it. So I might as well just do it. It's easier than griping or going to, go around and hunt somebody down and try to hold them accountable. I'll just do it. And the cycle continues. And if that's a cycle that you are comfortable with, like, hey, it is what it is. But I'm telling you that once another option is presented to you, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to walk away from a cycle that is distasteful to you than one that you feel loyalty towards. And that's where we're at with this. That's what Spirit wants you to know. And I'm glad others are feeling this too, because Spirit wants to speak to many. Spirit wants to speak to many. And if you're all right, if you are here, you're here for a reason. Listen with an open mind and open heart and take what resonates as your own. And anything that doesn't, leave with everybody else. That's just fine. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Lori Radford. Hello from New Jersey. Hello. Glad to have you guys tuning in today. Carol, let's get on with this now. This is an 18-hour broadcast, guys, and I appreciate you popping in. Diana, you're the best. I love having you guys here. What else would we do? I'd be so bored. All right, so your person, which is kind of funny, check it out. You, in the physical sense, 5 of Pentacles, we talked about this. Your person, in the physical sense, 6 of Swords, same kind of thing. This person is cutting ties. Wow. A lot like this, okay? That's the mental space. This is the physical. So check it out. This is what it tells me. Mentally, the decisions have been made. I'm done with this shit. I'm turning my back. I'm walking away. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Mentally, it's solid. Okay. In the physical sense, halfway there. Okay. Halfway there. So I've kind of made some cuts, you know what I mean? And I'm moving in the right direction, but there's still a couple of things that need to be made. However, there is most definitely an indication here that there's a plan, okay? And he's following through the plan as well. No matter how challenging or emotional it might have said. It might have seemed, okay? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the comments. So this is what I want to say to you, that there is a plan. He's following it through in the physical sense. Some steps have been taken. Other steps still need to be resolved. I don't know what the heck I said. I don't know what the heck I said. Now, spiritually, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups for you, Carol. In the spiritual sense, this is beautiful. You feel divinely supported. You know that life is a beautiful assortment of experiences that you get to enjoy and decide which ones you would like to participate with and what you would like to stay away from. I love this. And, oh yeah, that's not happening. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, yes, absolutely. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other things going on in his life that prevent him from being able to commit to you fully. All right, that's what I'm talking about. The other shit that's going on that keeps him distracted. He's tying up those loose ends, right? That is what I'm saying. I don't know what in the heck is going on in the comments or how something may have come off, but I'm not saying a darn thing in the least, okay? Just as you feel unsupported with your family, otherwise, aside from him, he's feeling the same way. Like, I got to change some things over here. This doesn't have to do with you. Now, you, in the spiritual sense, 10 of Cups, feeling very supported, loved, a connection with the divine, knowing that, life is a magical opportunity for you, if you will. I do feel like your belief and your hope is still intact with this beautiful, lovely card. I do feel that for you, Carol. Now, in the spiritual sense here, your person may seem a little bit guarded. Okay. However, the self-righteousness of their own beliefs is finally in such a clear alignment that it trumps what anyone else has to say. Okay, so I truly feel that with this card, he most definitely is moving right along in the timeline. Okay, and things are not going to dissuade him from cleaning up the streets of his life so that he can have that beautiful future that the two of you desire to have together elsewhere. I feel like this is elsewhere. So I really want you to like think about like really not, okay, hold on. Fantasize about a place of your own somewhere else and sit in there in your mind's eye, Carol. Put yourself there and see the walls and smell the scents and look and see where the TV's at and what you guys are watching as you're curled up together. Like, really get in that envisioning the manifestation, the outcome that you desire. Just plug in from time to time and keep adding energy into those kinds of directions. If you can't fantasize about it, do you think you'll ever have it? Spirit is saying fantasize, girl. Everything starts with a thought. Your thought becomes enticing and it kind of gets this emotional charge, and then you want to follow it through. And then it becomes a bit more electromagnetic, and you begin to take actions geared from just those thoughts. And before you know it, you're stepping into the manifestation that was seeded by those fantasies that you yearned to make a reality. Now, what I want to say here is this: your person. Good. You just told your brother-in-law yesterday that you were moving. Fantastic. I love that. I feel like you are. I feel like you're going to move quick, fast, and in a hurry, but you guys got to like really think about this. Okay. Where would you want to go? Okay. 7 of Wands. I feel like I said, your person is feeling quite empowered. I also feel this to be kind of a rigid mindset. So if he's kind of bossy about some things, I just say it seems a little bit in the character for me. If this is what he has showing up in his spiritual nature, I do see how this could be somebody who just knows exactly what their truth is. So your truth or your way is not necessarily going to be that way, the right way, so there could be, some fair give and take there as far as the boundaries, especially around spirituality and religion. That's what I'm feeling there. But I mean, hey, you guys don't have to have the same belief system to, have a good life together. As long as you can be respectful of each other's, how each other feels. You don't have to believe, but you can respect that the other believes. And I don't know who I'm talking to. I know I'm talking to Carol, but I feel like I'm talking to others as well, in partnership with others who may not understand your spirituality or you theirs. Okay. But you can agree to disagree. You do not have to conform all of your family and friends. You can enjoy what you found all on your own. And if they come around, well, heck, good for them. And if they don't, it was not your job to save them anyway, or to teach them, or to make them, whatever. We are all geared in this universe to find spirituality, find God, find source in our own way. And it's different for all of us. So I'll just give that to you. Came through for a reason. All right. So intentions toward each other, Carol. You, Ace of Pentacles here. I see here that you want to start a life with him. You want to put down roots with him. You want to hold him in your hand like this pentacle and just watch him grow. You want to grow with him together. I want that new physical experience with you, man. Let's get started. Let's get started. So these are your intentions towards him. Now, his intentions towards you. This is so funny. In the tarot, you start with an ace and you end with a king. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. Let's get this started. His intentions towards you, you're the end game, girl. He wants to take care of you. He wants to pay your bills and lace you up and make sure that you don't ever have to work or want or worry for anything ever again. You are the end game. But in between the this and the that, there's some kind of timeline that is just not quite connected yet. There are dots that need to be put in place, but I feel that momentum is building so strongly. Now, again, this is crazy guidance from a spirit on the relationship. Declutter. Do you remember this? Goodness, you just got this the other day regarding the relationship. Again, I do say downsize your things. Know where they're at. Pack a go bag or a vacation bag or something like this in case you get to just take off and go for a little while and enjoy each other's company. I also feel that this is a call to be more choosy about the kinds of conversations that you are going to be having. Okay. Ask the right questions, leave openings for those answers, and allow him to speak to you. Okay. I feel like some of the congestion could be around speaking about like other people that isn't quite necessary. Okay, other people that aren't quite necessary being kind of clouded in the conversations that you guys have. I'm not sure if this makes sense to you, but just having that clear communication. It's a B conversation, you and him, right? We don't need to talk about other people. We don't need to bring that kind of stuff up. Like, that's what I'm feeling from the declutter card here. Just pick your battles, pick and choose, unless it's something that's very important to you. And oh, making sure that you're cleaning all the spaces where you guys intend to spend some time. You know what I mean? And maybe move your crystals around as well, Carol, to reinvigorate the energetic enhancement of the room. Because I know that you have a lot of different crystals around here, there, the other place in your house. But if you like take this one and move it over here, and then take this one and put it there, and maybe bring this one on this side, then it gives you a whole new spin on the energy in your house. You know what I mean? So doing something like that would also be beneficial to you. But I do really feel like this is a call to be ready to, like, really be ready to move. Like, that's what I feel. I really feel that declutter is like, do you really need, 2 or 5 armchairs? Do you really need a whole closet full of sweaters that you haven't worn in like 10 years, but you'd probably wear one day if the occasion arises? This kind of thing. That's what I feel here is like, if you don't want to have to envision packing it up and hauling it somewhere else and doing this all yourself, when in reality, you'll probably pay somebody else. But think of it this way: if you were to have to do it yourself, you'd be like, oh man, I really don't need this stuff. I really don't need that stuff either. This is outdated. This is old. Starting to declutter and downsize some of these things that would just be in the way later as you progress through this whole scenario. That's what I'm getting once again for you, Miss Thing. And I know you don't want to talk about others, but sometimes it can be enticing to, I'm not talking about you, but in communication, to complain about, I don't know, maybe he's complaining about, well, my daughter did this or that, and I'm very upset, or, whomever this is. And it's kind of taking away from the time that the two of you have, by kind of complaining about a third party, non-attached type of thing. That's kind of what I felt there. So if you find that your conversation is, oh wow, you're moving the cabinets with your crystals tomorrow, holy smokes, that's validation for you, sweetheart. Most definitely from spirit, that you're on the right track with that, shaking up the energetic patterns in your home and yourself. And I just feel like steering that conversation away from, even if it's like, oh yeah, I hate Walmart or Popeye's chicken or whatever this is, some kind of bad mouthing of a person, a scenario, even an agency with a bad experience that you had. And now we're talking about all the bad experiences that we had at that place and how much they suck. Like, these kinds of things just add negative energy that clouds your whole connection. Okay, so paying attention to this, especially with all the celestial happenings going on right now with the full moon and everything else. Sometimes people just speak some things out. Just make sure that you steer the conversation to a more positive light, because you don't want to waste time griping about stuff that doesn't matter. You get enough of that elsewhere, and so does he. That's what I have for you. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm feeling it too, girl. Now let's see where I'm at. I'm going to set this one aside. How you guys doing tonight? How you doing? I'm kind of better. Steve, maybe not the greatest, kind of. Yeah, I'm still on antibiotics. I actually went to the doctor. You guys, like, if you know me, I never go to the doctor. I don't really trust them. I haven't really had a reason to, kind of like cops. I never had a reason to trust them. In fact, I've had reasons not to. So I'm all like, I'll deal with my shit on my own for the most part. You know what I mean? Thank you for those stars. You guys are the best. All right, let me get in here. I'm going to grab these Wandering Star Tarot here. And I'm going to jump to Gemma. Gemma Ball, thank you for your donation, Gemma. I'm going to give you a 3-card snapshot for the week ahead, Gemma, and then I will move on down the list. So Gemma, I'm going to go ahead and connect in with your lovely energy. Yeah, see, I'm saying this for a reason. Gemma's right there with me. She don't trust them either. I get you, girl. I feel you, girl. All right. Let's see. Gemma. Oh, that's nice. Gemma. Hey, my cat is rummaging. Thank you. Thank you for the love and the healing energy. That does make a difference. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Right? Thanks. See, I'm not alone. See, we vibe for a reason. And hey, if you're somebody who does like doctors and cops, that's fine with me. We can still be friends. I don't judge you one bit. If they have helped you, I am so happy. I am. It's just from my own personal experience, you know what I mean, that it's challenging to rely on certain figures if you've been let down in the past, you know? All right, let's get here. Gemma, I'm with you, Gemma Ball. And hello, friends, and welcome. Gemma, so your energy this week, change, shift, change, are the taglines. 8 of Cups. Snapshot for the week ahead. 8 of Cups is about making some very emotional decisions to change things, all right? To walk away, to let go, to disconnect, to shift your focus, to get onto a whole new track, all right? Now, this card in particular, I was drawn to use the Wandering Star Tarot for you. And the 8 of Cups is different in different decks. This one shows an octopus that's holding on to a whole ton of cups, right? And that tells me that like some of those cups are easy to let go, right? But a couple of them might be a little bit harder and you're kind of hanging on to them, right? So Gemma Ball, I feel here with your reading that you're going to be making some decisions to really change things or embrace the change that you have found yourself in the flow of your life this week. Okay, so I do say that this could be the ending of a relationship, a job, maybe you're moving, something big, something emotional. Maybe you've just decided to be a better person, to act healthier, to let some coping mechanisms go. Whatever this is for your life, you find yourself in this avenue of change and it's a decision. I've got so much stress this weekend trying to switch off from it. Thank you, Gemma. It's a decision, like I was saying. It's a decision if you want to lean into the stress and, oh my gosh, I can't get all this stuff, or if you can abstain from stressing out. Are you able to take a break? Is that what you're doing with the trying to switch off from all the stress? I'm taking a break from these things. If you can, most definitely do this. If you cannot, you can go to the bathroom and give yourself a 5-minute break as often as you're able to, and just breathe deeply and allow your body some peace before you re-emerge and go to the next thing. All right, because you don't want to continue yourself all frazzled. Okay, sometimes it's not, you have to show up, you have things to do, it's a busy week and there's not much you can do about it, but you can decide to just put your best face forward, to take a few deep composed breaths before you go in there, and then when you're finished, you compartmentalize. Okay, now I'm done with this part, now I'm going to go relax for the however long I have in between the next thing, and now I'm going to go into the next thing and focus that what it is. The man I'm dating has been a bit distant, but he's stressed at work. Gemma. Okay, look. Snapshot for the week ahead. 8 of Cups. This could tell me that you might find out that you guys aren't really seeing each other anymore this week. All right. I said it could be a breakup. In fact, 8 of Cups, that's my first inclination, is like, whoa, someone's breaking up. Okay. That really, really could be. A person's been distant, maybe pulling away from you, but doesn't really want to say the words like, hey, I'm moving on, or whatever this could be. I'm not trying to be mean to you at all, honey, but you said it. And I'm like, oh shit, I wanted to say that. But regardless, this week ahead, I want you to really, okay, because it seems to me that we could already have the tendency to freak out right now. Okay. Yes. Oh my God. What do you mean? He's going to break up with me? Oh, he's leaving me. Okay. How much does he really add to your life? I just want to put this into perspective, girl. You don't have to put this in the comments or nothing at all. It's just food for thought for you to put it into perspective. How much has he added to the quality of your life? Is it going to be a great loss? You're already noticing the distance, right? So things are shifting and changing, and Spirit suggests you that you allow those changes to happen. Do not hold on to anything with a death grip, and do not feel like you have to, not put things down and let them go if it feels like the right thing to do. Your daughter might leave the boyfriend also. Have you heard me say the energy patterns hit us all? Haven't you all heard about so many different people? Three friends had a breakup at the same time. They don't know each other, right? Three friends had a car accident, right? All these different people have all the same stuff that happened to them because the patterns just go bloop and hit a group of people at a time. Bloop, bloop, just like that. So I really feel like, no offense, it could happen to you. It could happen with your daughter and your boyfriend also. Both, okay? Regardless, others in your life this week. Three of Cups. This is about friendship, celebration, and relying on your people, okay? Relying on your girls, your folks, your daughter, relying on people who matter to you, who are peers, who just want you to succeed, okay? Friends, abundance, it says up here, and family. So relying on those healthy relationships when you're pulling away from things that just aren't working for you in your life, or when you're stressed and bogged down because of all the changes that you're dealing with, okay? Making sure that you fill in time for fun. I'll just say this. Others are your friends. That's what I want to say here is rely on them. Friends, family, there are people in your environment who would like to assist you and help you. Okay. And even just spend that time for the sake of spending time. Girls, sometimes that's what's needed. Okay. Maybe not just you, but on both sides. So if you're feeling a call right now, look, wow. Okay. Let me tell you one thing real quick. Okay, your final guidance card here. A tip to have a smoother week. Knight of Wands, flow, fire, intuition. Knight of Wands. I love that the intuition is on this card. Flow, fire, intuition. Listening to your intuition. Doing things that bring you joy and light you up. And all these things. Okay, I see what you're saying here. Great news this week. I love that. You've been put on the list for a hysterectomy. It's taken ages. Good for you. Make sure that you may have like a mourning or a grieving period before or after the surgery. So just, be open to whatever your emotions are around that and process them accordingly, because there are no right or wrong answers. What I really want to say to you, Gemma, this intuition here, Spirit is telling me that you are tapping in with telepathic links between you and people that you are closely bonded with, okay, like your daughter. Okay, so, but it's kind of weird the way that it might come through to you. So Spirit, yes, I do feel emotional already, right? Let's see, hold on. Oh, the emotional, baby, I know. I had to have an emergency hysterectomy when I was 28. And I wanted more kids, you know what I mean? And it just really, really devastated me. I mourned and I grieved, and it was very challenging time period. So I don't say this to you lightly. There is a true mourning period of what could have been, there's a lot of emotions to unpack around that, and there are no right or wrong answers. So take as much time as you need, and you don't have to share them with anyone if you don't feel comfortable doing so. You may even want to implement some kind of I know, right? I know, it was crazy. You may even want to implement some kind of a therapy or counseling group or something like this if you don't feel like you have a firm support network of friends. However, I feel like that friends family, that Three of Cups card, you do have the support. You have a few different people that you have a very strong bond with, like a soul family bond or an intimate connection, like your daughter, okay, potentially your parents, okay, something like this, siblings, best friend, this kind of thing. So this is what I want you to pay attention to. Spirit is bringing me to give you this Gemma ball. Okay, sometimes you might be just going about your business, your regular life, whatever, and all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, I miss my mom so much. I miss my mom. I wonder how my mom's doing. And you find yourself inside like yearning for your mother. And you're like, what in the world? I don't, do I miss my mom? Do I really miss my mom? Right? Pay attention to random emotions where you're yearning for a connection or you're worried about somebody. Okay. Now, this is what I want to tell you. In a telepathic link, your perceptions may be mirrored. I'm too old for any more children, but it feels weird that the option's taken away. Absolutely, girl. Understandable. Totally human. Yes, it's a loss. No matter which way you slice it, it's out of your control, and it's something that's being taken away from you, right? So you have to come to some kind of terms with it as best as you can within yourself. So let me get back to this telepathic link, okay? So when you feel yourself yearning, for instance, for your mom, and you're like, wait, do I really miss my mom that much? What the heck? Maybe it's your daughter who's yearning for her mom, and you're catching that echo up the field. I miss my mom, and you think you must be missing your mom, but really you're the mom who's being missed. Okay. You're the mom who's being missed. So pay attention to when you're having these random emotions, because I feel like you're sensing people who are reaching out to you and vice versa. Okay. So, that is just a little bit of food for thought as far as to how you might perceive it. It may be flat on, just notice, because if you're not aware that this is happening, then it's not going to make any sense to you. I'm very excited about the surgery option. It should give you your life back, and it'll be a great change, and good for you for taking care of this, even though it is so incredibly challenging for you. You must maintain your physical body first and foremost in order to continue living this healthy and spiritual lifestyle, right? So good for you for making these tough decisions. And I'm so glad that makes sense about your daughter, but she's not the only one. There are others as well. You have that bond. I see like a spider web network of people who have a close bond with you, family or friends, like soul family bonds, even pets, girl. So pay attention to when you're thinking about your pets. Maybe they're thinking about you. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Gemma. Thank you. I'm going to disconnect from you. And let's see. Just a moment, guys. Oh, you're welcome, Gemma. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Brenda Walker, what is your request? And hold on. Rose Ford, I have a job. Wait, I have a job interview November 6th. Will they be happy with me? Will I get the job or not? Rose. Rose, I'm going to get you a card regarding the job interview on November 6th. Okay. Listen, Rose, this does not mean that you should not go. Okay, I just want to say this right now. You got sorrow, grief, sadness, despair, and mourning. Okay, so this kind of tells me that you may not get that job. However, the hiring process is important experience. Okay, the interviewing process is all important experience that can equip you with the freshness of engaging in that kind of an environment, so that you can hone your skills to land a job that is very much in alignment with yourself. However, I feel like that might not necessarily be the job. Okay. Or it might not sound like it at first. Okay. And they're saying you may get called back for a second interview after that one. So make sure, stop that right now. My cat, I'm sorry, I mean to yell. Stop that right now. Get down. Can you put her? Are you kidding me? Sorry, guys. My cat is like crazy. And anyway, sorry. Okay. So this is what I feel. I feel like there might be a second round of interviews. Okay. And you might get a second interview in that round. Okay. But I don't feel like you'll be chosen at first, and you may get this kind of letdown. But I do want to say to you that if it's not the job for you, then thank God that you are not chosen to waste any of your valuable time, effort, energy, and skill at that position. Okay, so continue to put, I want to tell you this, Rose, continue to put applications out there at more jobs than just this one. Okay, so that you can cast that net and let Spirit know what you're open and available to, and then go to the job interviews to really get you feeling confident in that process. Okay, and I do feel like you will get a job, most definitely. However, it's going to take a couple of interviews to get you there. Yes, cats are little shit sometimes. Yes, and it is a full moon. Okay, Brenda says, my job is ending soon. Do you see another one coming soon? Brenda, hold on. Brenda Walker. Let me make sure I'm all disconnected. Thank you, Daniel. I see you. You'll be next. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, boy. Sending love to your partner, Alan. I'm going to add your partner to my prayer list. Alan's partner. Alan Young, I'm adding your partner to my prayer list, okay? So sorry to hear that. All right. Brenda. 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 That's interesting. Brenda, do you have a recovery background? Allison is her name. I thought so, but I didn't want to assume. I'll add that, Alan. Thank you. Because this is what I see you do. Fantastic, Brenda. Breaking Chains is the card that fell. And I'm like, that indicates to me like recovery. You know what I mean? Like a recovery counselor, a drug and alcohol counselor, therapist, like this kind of a position where you can like coach people, help people through, assist people in that way, the case management. And then on the bottom of the deck, Forever Love. I'm like, oh my gosh, Brenda, are you intending to be like a drug and alcohol counselor? Are you heading in that direction? Because I feel like that is the next big thing for you. I feel like that's a passion, something you would really, vibe with. And if it's not like substance abuse, there are like trauma support counseling or, those kinds of things. You were thinking of that. Well, fantastic. This is spirit validating for you that you would love, love, love that. So follow that thread, follow that avenue. And I want to tell you this, please, please do not get discouraged if it seems like it's going to take longer to get established than you thought. It's going to be worth it for you in the long run and give you a valuable skill that will last you a very long time. And also you will be able to help heal countless lives, Brenda. Countless lives in co-creation with spirit. And I feel such immense amounts of joy from your spirit team as I say these words, because I'm not sure if you know this, what a large impact you're going to have on people, but a little at a time, helping to improve people's lives and improve the world at large just through that. So please, please follow that thread. That's what I have for you. The world needs that from you, Brenda. Whew. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, let's see. Daniel, what's your request, Daniel? Hi, Meredith. Daniel, I'm just going to get you a card, sir. Daniel, I'm talking to you. Absolutely. Beautiful message for you, sweetheart. Okay. Daniel, I've got a couple of cards for you. Whatever the universe has, good, because that's where we're going. Those are your cards. Spirit instructed me to get two messages. One is to embrace and one is to release. All right. So listen. Cake baking is the card that Spirit is suggesting that you embrace at this time. Cake baking means try not to begrudge the wait as much as possible when you're waiting for something to unfold. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm still on the mend. I'm still not quite 100, but I'm glad to be here with everyone. Thank you. So, Daniel, listen, it's important that the correct steps are followed. Okay. And that you do your part and all the right ingredients are involved in the process of your manifestation. Okay. But there's a certain point where you kind of got to just leave it floating out in the ethers and wait for it to come back in your reality, right? Spirit is saying that the opportunities that you are looking for are going to be coming back to your outer reality, coming into your outer reality. But it must be coupled with your consistent faith in this process, okay? The belief that it is truly unfolding for you, okay? Yes. Embrace the wait, because what you're waiting for is coming. Absolutely, yes. And when you've done all the parts that you could possibly do, you leave it up into the hands of spirit and know that it cannot be rushed. Because if it was to come to you, it's not quite ready for you yet. It's not exactly what you want it to be just yet, and it's not going to be successful for you in the long run. So spirit is saying to be patient as you wait, and what to release at this time. This is interesting. The card is invested. Okay, so check it out. Invested is typically a pretty good card. It means I'm doing the right things because I know that it's the right thing to do. Okay, however, Spirit is saying no, release this. Invested is not an emotional card. Okay, this is kind of logical, like, well, I'm going to show up because it's the right thing and I said I would, even though I kind of don't want to. Right? Spirit is saying no more of that shit, Daniel. All right, no more of that. No more showing up because you think you should, even though you don't want to. All right. It's very important. Yes, yes. Just it's not the outcome that they're saying to release. Hold space for the outcome, Daniel. Hold space and know that it will come to pass. And you can kind of keep that in the back of your mind while you're going through your life. But this card here says it's important to follow your emotions. It's important to follow your soul's yearnings. Okay, when your soul and your heart is yearning for something, then that is the thread to follow, not some cookie cutter desk job, doesn't have any emotions kind of energy. Okay, that's not what's going to get you to the next level of your life. So if it doesn't spark a rise of emotion out of you, if you don't want to do it for all the right reasons because it really draws you, then it's not going to be worth your efforts and it's not going to last. So it's important to make sure that your soul is in alignment with whatever you're spending your efforts on. Okay, because if your efforts are spent, your energy and your efforts, but your soul's not really in alignment, then your results are going to waver and you're not truly going to manifest the thing that you're waiting for. All right. So watch where you're spending your time, effort, and energy. Make sure it's in alignment with your soul and you keep your vibration raised up. Okay. Make sure you keep your vibe raised up. And this is the thing. It's been a long road. Yes. And I've done it all because I've needed to, gosh darn it. And I still keep doing it because I need to, but find that twist in this. Do you enjoy this? You got to find that light. You say it lights up your soul. So turn that sucker on and move about through your day, through your process, through your life, and see where that takes you, Daniel. You cannot just expect that you're going to follow the path of every other person, because that's not going to lead you to the greatness that you deserve. All right. Yes, do what you love what you do. Don't entertain superficiality. All right. That's what I have for you. Thank you. Oh boy. Yep. Okay, I'm going to do some more quick cards here from my own Oracle deck. You're welcome. Oh. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, I'll just do some quick cards here from my own Oracle deck. And we'll see who it's going to be for. Hi. Hi, guys. I think I'm just about going to wrap it up here tonight because I'm really not feeling that great. But I'm going to do some quick cards real quick to give some message to some folks. Gypsy Angel. Gypsy, been a rough week or month, you say. Gypsy, this card is for you. New coat. New coat indicates that this rough week, this rough month, is just a temporary time period. And the way that you move through this day or this rough week or whatever it is only temporary. It's all changeable. It's all fluid. And you get to decide how to approach each new moment. All right. So it's important to try on different mechanisms or techniques or tactics on how to maneuver through the times that you've been having. I do want to say to you that nothing is set in stone. Sometimes, oh my gosh, little girl, I am going to whoop you. Go, go, go. I never whoop my cat. I threaten whoopings and they don't care. See, I can't whoop them, but I can say I will, and she doesn't care. She doesn't care. Sorry about that. Listen, this is what I want to say, Gypsy. Sometimes we feel like things are just set in stone. Like we have to make a decision and stick with it forever and ever, even though maybe we won't like the results. So make an agreement with yourself that if you decide to try something or do something, that it doesn't have to last forever. Okay. This isn't, even if it's a commitment for a 6 months lease. Okay. That's not forever, man. That's just temporary. You know what I mean? You can always change things up later. So everything in life has the ability to be adjusted and changed as we move forward with our own decisions, right? Our discernment. So Spirit is saying, don't get too locked into this pattern or the circumstances that you find yourself dealing with. And most definitely do not get too locked into the version of yourself that you find yourself being as you deal with this stuff going on, because all of that is temporary. All of that is fluid and changeable, and it is not any lasting effect or impression of what is truth in your life, Gypsy. That's what I have for you. Tiffany Tisdale, you will be next. Tiffany Tisdale. I'm sorry I yelled at my cat with you guys. She's still up to no good. I know it. We'll hear something in a minute. Oh. That's interesting. Tiffany. Tiffany, are you having a hard time complimenting people? Look, check it out. I'm just going to give this to you. I think typically, Tiffany, you probably have a great time. I mean, you're fine with complimenting people. You know what I mean? However, when circumstances kind of stink, I feel like I don't want to play nice with you because I'm mad at you. You know what I mean? Or I'm upset that, these circumstances aren't to my liking. This wasn't my doing. And, we're still, I feel like there's some kind of an argument brewing about circumstances. I'll just say this, but somebody else doesn't feel like they are at fault, or maybe you don't want to reach out and say whatever nice thing because I'm still mad about this over here. I feel some kind of passive aggressive something here. Okay. And what I do want to say to you is you don't necessarily have to stroke someone's ego if you don't have it coming. That's why I see the don't speak, right? And the peacock feathers. I feel like you don't want to play nice. You don't want to say thank you. You don't want to act like everything's cool when it's freaking not, right? That's what I see here. But I see also the caged. All right. So it's important to you don't have to act like everything's cool when it's not. All right. And you don't have to play nice, but let's be upfront and honest. All right. If you can be upfront and honest, then that will help you to find some middle ground here, find some peace here. You don't have to say, hey, oh, you're all right and I'm good or whatever this. I don't know what this is, girl, but it's important to speak about what's bothering you so that this isn't so up in the air. All right. I know this says don't speak, but the don't speak was regarding these peacock feathers. Don't act like everything's okay when it's not. Don't act like people are doing a good job when they're not. Okay. It's okay to say, hey man, you guys are falling short here. Did you forget to take out the trash or what's going on here? Hey man, nobody's been doing the dishes or putting things away, or the kids at school aren't doing their whatever. Oh, your sister's nasty. So you're not going to play nice with sister and act like she's your best friend or her hair's nice or any other thing, right? You don't have tolerance for that superficial kind of stuff. So what is this cage then? Ooh, is sister stirring the pot? Ooh. I feel like your cage is safe and it is your own. And I feel like your sister likes that shock value. Ooh, let me give this to you real quick. Tiffany, I'm just going to give this to you real quick. I feel like your sister likes that shock value. one of those personalities, you know what I mean, who likes to be the one to tell you all the stuff, even if I'm divulging, everybody else's business. But hey, don't tell them I told you, right? No offense on that. This is what I see here with these cards. Okay, these three cards just fell on the floor. Money flow, fool me once, sneaky shady. If sister asks to borrow money, fool me once, sneaky shady. All right. And even if it's not, but I really feel like that's the thing. And this doesn't have to be money. All right, this can be a physical presence in your life. All right, like, hey, I want to come spend time and have coffee and talk over our differences, and she's lifting $10 from your purse when you're looking the other way. All right, this is what I see here. No offense, I'm not saying this, but fool me once. Look, sister, I've seen your ugly side before, and I know how you are. And this sneaky shady means she's hiding shit. Okay, so I do feel like those intentions are not clear. However, you've seen the pattern before, so you might already know what this is regarding. However, I do say do not loan her money and do not give her your physical time, effort, energy, that kind of thing, because I feel like she'll be taking advantage of you. Okay, and more so, if that is her sniffing around your auric boundary, then it could be others as well, Tiffany, because the patterns hit us all. So make sure that you're being mindful and aware about anybody who you're, attempting to maybe bless or loan money to, or whatever the case is, because you don't want to put yourself out for the name of somebody else. I'm sorry. I do too. You said you need to see her in a different light. That sneaky shady indicates that, yes, you probably do. You don't know. And it's not your fault if you don't know, because she holds the cards and you know what she has allowed you to see. All right. And that's not of a reflection on you. The world changes people, Tiffany. You know what I mean? Just think about this. Spirit wants me to tell you right now, like, you've been through things in life, and so has she. And you don't know some of those things that she's been through on her own. You know what I mean? Or what? So really, Spirit wants me to just remind you that the world can leave its imprint on people. And she is no exception. Not to say that she can't, find herself becoming the best version of herself at any time, but the world can, wound people, and it can take a time to recover or bounce back or decide to do things differently. You're welcome, Tiffany. I see something there, but I don't see it on my Facebook. I'm going to grab a quick card. Look at this. I have the Divine Energy Oracle. And I'm going to get one of these for Candace Boswell. Candace Boswell. As I say your name, I feel so sick. I feel sick to my stomach and sick in my heart. And I send so much love to you, sweetheart. And I want to say to you that your baby, your past loved ones are near. They're all around you. They're all around you, wanting to comfort you and soothe you and to let you know that this was not your one and only chance. This was not your one and only chance. So please, please try to forget that kind of thinking, okay? Because Candace, you will have another chance. And things will line up better for you in the future. And please know that the soul of the baby that you intended to have this time will be reincarnated, if you will, into a future pregnancy that you will have. Okay. Now, it is important to move through your feelings in a real way, because when we lose a miscarriage, it can be devastating. You're mourning a loss of a loved one, a past loved one, right? You're mourning a loss of not only just the baby, but what could have been, right? And boy, there is no time period on that grief, Candace. There's no time period, and there's no invalidation. It truly is heart-wrenching. And I will add you to my prayer list, sweetheart. I understand. It's my spirit team keeps bringing me to something. Candace, I'm going to put you here on my prayer list, darling. Candace. I don't know. It's just funny we're talking so much about like all this stuff today. When I was still when I had I'm sorry, I want to share this with you, Candace, because it's relevant to you, is what they're giving me. Um, I myself had been pregnant at one point and had a miscarriage. And I had told all my friends about the pregnancy. And then when I had lost it, I was so devastated. And I did not want to see my friends, didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want everyone to know and ask me or anything. And it was so hard, man. It was so hard. And I'll tell you, that happened to me in the month of July. I had lost the baby in the month of July. And it was, I was early. But regardless, it still left its, mark on my heart. And so I'll have you know that I continued to move forward with my life, and ended up getting pregnant, and I had my son in the month of July. And it was a beautiful blessing that my son was born in the month of the baby that I had previously lost. It was kind of like a blessing. So I do want to tell you that I do feel like Spirit is making me aware of that kind of a pattern within yourself. So be open to another pregnancy in the future. And in fact, I feel like you'll probably be due in the month that you lost the baby. That's why I tell you this, like a kind of a full circle thing. And it's not to replace the one that was lost by no means, but to remind you that there is life and there is hope. And there is still a beautiful life path for you and your family. Hold on, I'm going to read your comment here. I understand. And you still can. You cannot necessarily get those moments back, but you can create similar moments now and in the future. So continue to be healthy. I want to tell you this, honey. If you are at a place where you want to conceive, then eat nutritious meals. Make your body ready to expect. Okay? Make sure you're staying hydrated. You're resting adequately. You're giving yourself a healthy exercise. You're trying to boost your vibration into a positive space of being. Okay? And I understand that you're struggling. I hope, I'm not a medical doctor of anything at all, and I hope, darling, that maybe you're seeing a doctor, your primary care physician, to see about some kind of situational medication that might help move you up and out of this space. Okay, I am not a doctor. However, maybe your doctor could have some recommendations for you, because it's not uncommon. You may be a person who says, I don't have depression. I've never had that. But there is such a thing as situational depression or circumstantial depression that can happen during a little season or a little period of our lives that was really challenging. Okay. So working with a doctor, a counselor, or a therapist would most definitely help if that is what you feel like you might need to do. But I do want to say to you that it's important to make yourself healthy and ready now, and to give yourself all the joys and pleasures that you would have found yourself enjoying with child, okay, and with baby. All right, so allowing yourself to be happy, to watch things that bring you joy, to do things that bring you joy, that is going to pave the way to bring a little bundle of joy into your life. Okay, I'm going to read your card. And I want to say to you that there is nothing that you did that ruined that. It's not you. There's nothing wrong with you as a person. There's nothing wrong with your body. You didn't make some mistake or think some terrible thought or drink or eat something that just ruined. There is nothing that you did. There is nothing that you did. And it's important that you understand and forgive that experience and let it go so that you can open up for a new and healthy experience. The card is Face Your Shadow, and I'm going to read it from the book for you, honey. Be aware not to be so fixated on your own needs that you are insensitive to the needs of others. This causes unnecessary stress and estrangement between yourself and those around you. The frustration you may feel at this moment is a reflection of your own shadow or those aspects of your nature that are wounded and fragmented. The opportunity for healing your shadow is at hand. Love yourself fully to step back into the light of your heart. Take a breath and give things a break. Be easy on yourself and others. Open your heart. The darkness inside is seeking the light. Allow this. Your divine energy is calling you to recognize your shadow and take responsibility for the pain and misery that it's inflicting upon you and others. There is nothing happening that enough self-love and compassion for all will not relieve. Now is the time to acknowledge your fear and neediness and kindly bring your inner darkness into the light of self-love and acceptance. Your divine invitation says, accept your shadow compassionately and see it accurately as your wounded inner child asking for more love and support. Reach out for the help you need and be open to receiving love and support without causing drama, anger, fear, resistance, or negativity. You are a beautiful being of light and love, and the rest is an illusion. Believe in your basic goodness and lovability and let love in. I do want to say one more thing to you. Is just as you wanted that child and would have given that child your everything, okay? You are a child of God, and God wants you to have everything. But you are the one who has to give those things to you as the child of God, the hands of God. You've got to love yourself and care for yourself just to the same degree that you would dote on that little tiny baby, to show the universe that you are ready to give that kind of an immense love, not only just to yourself, but to another. Start there. That is the way to pave the way, sweetheart. That's what I have for you, honey. Thank you, Candace. All right. So it is the full moon and things are a little crazy. But I really love these divine energy oracle cards. So I'm going to get us group pick a card messages 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. And you guys, if you wanted to connect with me on a private level, I do have my links in your description box. I do offer one-on-one private sessions. The sessions are timed, so you pick how long you'd like to sit with me, ranging from 15 minutes all the way up to an hour. And you get to decide what you want to do with the session. We can do guidance, mediumship, energy healing, past lives, integration, whatever it is that you need. Spirit shows up for us, and I am here for you. So if you guys wanted to connect with me, feel free to check out the link in your description box. This will be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, or 3. What's your card? I'm going to pick number 2. 1, 2, or 3. What is it? What is it? Let me know. If you picked, oh my gosh, hold on, I can't say this yet. If you're in my Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe, tomorrow's our Vibe Tribe only gathering. You should see that in the event section of our Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. The Vibe Tribe only gathering is on Zoom. If you're not in my Vibe Tribe, what the heck are you doing? If you vibe with me, join my Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. That link is in your description box, and it's free to join. More of me for free. We do a card a day, Intuitive Tuesdays, the Vibe Tribe only gatherings, reading events. It's super awesome. So if you're not in there, please agree to the group rules. I will not let you in if you do not agree to the group rules. I will kick you back. So please agree. And I also want you to know that scammers will reach out to you, tag you, comment, DM me, send me money, whatever. Scammers do that kind of stuff. Real legitimate spiritual practitioners do not have the time of day to tag 50 people on a broadcast and see if you guys feel a connection, okay? You should be drawn to your reader. And there are valid avenues to connecting with me or any other legitimate practitioner. You should be the one making that first move. There is no other way. Oh, Gail, you sweetheart. I see you there, Gail, and I will not. Okay, check it out. Gail, I did not mean to miss you, Gail. Let me put you down. I'm going to do the group messages, and then, Gail, I'll give you a reading, of course. All right. If you pick number 1, your card is be true to yourself. You may feel pressured to meet the expectations of others over listening to and following your own inner counsel. Are you tempted to seek the approval of others instead of pursuing what you really feel and want to do? This is your opportunity to break free from the tendency to abandon yourself because of misplaced values. Summon your divine energy and call in the strength to rise to be true to yourself no matter what others think. Your divine energy is calling you to be true to yourself and reclaim your personal integrity no matter how frightening it may feel. Honor and lovingly express your true feelings regardless of the outcome and find the courage to face opposition. Be wary of selling out to temporary flattery instead of maintaining the self-respect that comes from being faithful and true to yourself. Watch that you are not pressured into playing nice while ignoring your truth because you're afraid of what you might face if you let your feelings be known. Summon your strength and call in your divine power to keep you aligned with who you really are. Your divine invitation says stick to your convictions in a non-aggressive, loving, grounded way, no matter how unfamiliar or scary it may be, even at the risk of great loss or painful disapproval from others. The fear you face is an illusion that's keeping you from living a fully empowered life. Stick to your truth. It will be worth the effort. Wow. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I got you, Gail. All right. If you guys were drawn to pick card number 2, let's see what it is. I picked number 2. So our card is engage higher reason. Are you unsure of what is actually true and what is just your fear or illusion talking? Are you feeling insecure and threatened? Not to worry, you are safe. It is time to discern fact from fiction, however, and respond to life's challenges in a grounded, objective way instead of in an emotionally reactive one. Rise above the rushing river of your emotions and engage your reason and logic to better navigate the daunting, emotionally charged rapids of the moment. Your divine energy is calling you to be detached and observe the situation objectively for the moment. Take nothing personally. Remain calm and available to all points of view without feeling defensive. Your divine invitation says resist emotional drama, avoid its addictive lure, and see it for the waste of energy it is. Use your higher reason to sort fact from fiction. Begin by looking at a situation from all sides. Organize your thoughts and tune into your sixth sense for clarity. For example, if you're caught in an endless spiral of conflict with someone, ask yourself, what do I want to happen? And what's actually occurring instead? What am I doing to prevent my desired outcome? What's the first step I must take in order to move forward? And am I willing to take that step? Reason isn't the opposite of intuition. Rather, it clears the way to better access your inner guidance. Allow your logic to lead you right now. And if you picked card number 3, that was 2. Card number 3. I hope that this is not cluing us into all the crazy energy patterns of the full moon and everything. Like, calm down, guys. This too shall pass. Don't get drawn in. People, calm down, you know? Don't make it harder. If you were drawn to pick card number 3, you get to express your joy. Your gentle spirit is radiating light and love to the world as you embrace the true meaning of who you are, a divine child of the universe. You're recuperating from the negative and unconscious energies of the 5 sensory world and accepting your divine birthright. It's igniting the fire of passion in your soul and placing joy in your heart. Your divine energy is calling you to allow the divine inner child in you to take over and lead your life. Recapture the spirit of curiosity and play, and let your spontaneous self guide you. Your divine invitation says, see the world with fresh eyes. Discover what's beautiful, entertaining, delightful, and fun, and then go after it without restraint. You're being appointed to serve as a role model for the new millennium by demonstrating that suffering and self denial are not morally superior choices. Let the world feel your joy, for it's contagious and lifts all whom you touch. Woo! Beautiful card and message there. Seriously, friends, lovely messages for everyone. Remember, the links are in your description box if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, but I will not reach out to you. Scammers do that. And Gail Rivers, I'm still with you, honey. So thank you guys for this. And I'm going to continue on with Gail because I did not mean to miss you, sweetie. I apologize. So, Gail, let's connect in with your lovely energy. You're welcome, friends. And I will see you on Zodiac Monday. What? Gail, let me shuffle these cards. You're welcome, darling. You've got a 3-card snapshot for the week ahead. You others, a tip to have a smoother week. And yes, prayers needed in the world. I'm telling you. Gail. Ooh, Gail. You others, a tip to have a smoother week. This is interesting. All right. Good night, friends. Love you. See you tomorrow. See you the next one. Gail, your energy for the week ahead. You've got the 4 of Pentacles here. Security, stability, saving, foundation, money. All right. The 4 of Pentacles is kind of about buckling down on priorities, making sure that you are taking care of those necessities first, kind of taking a little bit of an inventory or a stock of what's important to you. There's also a little touch of like being frugal to this card, kind of penny pinching to make sure that you have it, stockpiled or whatnot. Okay. So just, I feel with this card that you're for the week ahead, kind of focusing on what's most important to you. Okay. And other things may not be so much in your face. And that's where it should be. I just want to say this right now. So others in your week, this week, Ace of Swords, success, change, decisions, actions. Okay, so other people are deciding to go their own way. That's what I feel here. I'll just say this. I feel like other people in your life have their own great ideas. This is you, status quo, kind of going around your regular old life, and other people are like, guess what? I'm moving out. Guess what? I'm going in this new direction. I'm starting this new thing. It's a big, giant shakeup here. This could be a new relationship and somebody that you care about as well. Because the tip to have a smoother week is 3 of Swords here, heartbreak, sorrow, and grief. Okay, so this is crazy. Let me just tell you right now, if this new bright idea from somebody else in your environment, Gail, if this new bright idea is somebody wants you to invest in a business plan or they want to borrow some kind of money, because I can see with your card here, like, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of money to offer you. Okay. I'm not saying that you don't have money, but in this scenario, if this person has this great idea and they need to borrow some money from you, it is not advisable for you to loan that money to that person because it feels like this is going to be a flop. Okay. It feels like this is not going to be something that they are happy with or you are happy with. Okay. Could also be somebody that getting into some kind of a relationship. Maybe you don't really approve of this or whatnot, but things will see themselves through. I do want to say to you, regardless, this being the guidance, 3 of Swords, you must agree to disagree. Understand when people are hurting you, hurting your heart. Okay. That you do have a role and an aspect of control in that. Okay. I'm not saying you're asking to be hurt. I'm saying if somebody hurts you, you can decide to abstain from that relationship and not allow them to further hurt you later or further take money from you or cancel plans with you and leave you high and dry or whatever this could be, because I kind of feel a little bit of that here. But the point is, recognize where someone is falling short in their emotional support of you and address that accordingly. You know what? I'm not going to be made a fool of again. I'll never loan you that money, or I'm not going to plan to go to coffee with you and know that you've already broke this date with me or whatever this could be. I feel like there's a little bit of letdown, but it's necessary for you to see the true colors of people in your life. That's what I have for you. Gail, boundaries, healthy boundaries, yes, of course, but these experiences that we have that show us these things about people or about ourselves in relationship people, like that is food for thought. My friend blew me off for my birthday again. Oh, sweetheart, you poor thing. And that's what I see from this card. What a bummer. But listen, you don't have to enjoy your birthday with your friend. You get to decide from where you're at. You know what? Screw the friend. What do I want to do for my birthday? What sounds fantastic to me? I can go where I want. I can have what I want. I can do what I want, and I can live it up. If I want to go jump from there to another thing and go watch the movies or go bowling or whatever this is, Gail, it is your own. And you don't have to wait for somebody else to make it special. All right. You can do that on your own in whatever way is right for you. And this doesn't mean that you have to go out. All right. If your special thing is curling up and reading your book, then fuck yeah, lady, enjoy your birthday and do just that. That's what it's about. You don't have to wait for somebody else in order to enjoy your time, your birthday, or your week ahead. All right. And recognizing where people might fall short in their support of you. I'm so sorry. I want to say this. I've seen a trend in this year. I've heard many, many people say that their birthdays were a bust in some way. Somehow the plans foiled, things fell through. It was a big letdown. So I want to say to you, is I understand that it's a bummer. That pattern hit you too, girl, and that stinks. But what are you going to do from there? Where can you reevaluate from there? It doesn't have to be your birthday to do something that matters to you, that lights you up, that feeds your soul. And that's what spirit is really gearing at here, is that other people don't really matter, Gail. I'm serious. And any of those things, that it's about you living today and tomorrow and the next day to your fullest, and plugging in all the things that lift you up and fill you with joy and boost your vibe. And then when other things like that, little letdown birthday, it's not all or nothing. It's not everything. All my eggs aren't in that one basket. I've got all kinds of eggs all over the place that keep me perked up throughout my life, right? That is what spirit wants to bring to you, Gail. Thank you so much. And I thank all of you guys for tuning in here with me. I've been on for an hour and a half, man. Happy Saturday. Happy spending Saturday night with me, with Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. Again, I've got some links in your description box if you want to connect with me on a deeper level, but I will not reach out to you. I'm a lady. You got to make that first move if you want to connect with me, and you can do that. Those links are in your description box. Till the next one, I send everybody so much love. So many blessings. That is how I feel too. My birthday is just another day, girl, right? Sending love to you guys. And I hope everyone has the best birthdays, regardless of what's going down. And I'll see you guys on Zodiac Monday.